Alright guys, welcome to the final video of the course. The only thing you guys have left is the case studies, which is in the next module. And those are going to be some really good eye-opening case studies on some of the campaigns that Pedro and Mariana have launched, okay? So let's talk about list building before we get out of here. I know you've heard it, the money is in the list. And if you've heard that, they were telling you the truth. As long as you know how to use it, as long as you know how to approach it, you can have a list that if you approach it incorrectly and you're just right out the gate, you're sending them promo and trying to get them to buy product after product, then you're not approaching it correctly. You might make some money that way, but your list is going to fizzle out really quickly. So let's talk about how to make use of your buyer leads that GearBubble provides for you. They give it to you. So GearBubble allows you to connect an autoresponder to your account so you can build a list of your buyers, and this is huge. Okay, what autoresponder do you guys use?
We use Aweber and
get response.
get response.
Both of them? Okay.
Yeah, both.
All right. So yeah, that was in the beginning of the course of setting up for success to get you guys an autoresponder, get your email account. I use both Aweber and GetResponse as well. So there you have it. Very simple stuff. Just get it and take advantage of the fact that they allow you to get your leads. Having access to the leads is one thing, but knowing what to do with them on the back end is another thing, and actually doing it and following through with it is another thing, and that's a lot of people don't pay attention to it, and that's a lot of money that's left on the table. And the only reason they don't really pay attention to it because they overcomplicate it at the end of the day. It's something that's not like extremely simple, because the reason people just neglect their list or just send offers back after back, they overcomplicate it in a way that it makes them nervous and they don't know how to approach it. If you just follow a simple system of providing value in an easy way, so you don't have to be a professional in the niche. I know that's where a lot of people get hung up on, because they don't know a lot about all of these different niches. So you can't really come up with a lot of interesting stories like that, really. So you have to follow a system of using like entertainment. So the best way to handle your buyer leads is to follow this strict system where you aren't just throwing offers at them, but you're entertaining them and then selling them. And the only way to do that is to really tell them news stories, really, in a story way, in a storytelling way, especially if you know nothing about a niche. You're not going to pretend you know about a niche and talk to them and get something wrong and end up looking like a fool and exposing yourself as someone who knows nothing about the niche. You want to just stick to stories that have already occurred and turn those into like a more interesting storytelling theme. So this is the best way to grow a good relationship with your list, no matter what niche you're in, because you're giving them more of what they want, more of what they already love. They love hearing about their niche in any way. So if you manage to entertain them and offer more value, more entertainment, they'll grow a liking to you. If you can entertain them, be a source of news for them, like weird news, wacky news about their niche, maybe like unheard of news on their niche, unheard of tips or something. Keep them interested in that way. Find these little news articles, news stories, twist them up, write them in your own storytelling way, and use that to entertain them. All right, so tell the stories, and again, these stories could be based on anything, but news stories, old and new, they work really great. So you can take some old classic retro news stories, something that happened back in the day, some history fact, again, some unknown fact. I mean, the possibilities are endless. It's just about doing it, sitting down in your chair, setting a timer to actually focus on it and force yourself to do it. Because then you'll realize it's not that hard once you use this technique of using news articles and turning it into a story theme and scattering that through your autoresponder and then selling them. So, for example, if you're in the gun niche, you can easily set up an autoresponder sequence based around news events that's happening. Every other day there's some new gun story. some type of threat of the United States getting their guns taken away or some other rights, or it's always something going on, always something to talk about. And this is pretty much with every niche. The news always has something going on, and you can always find news based around certain topics. So all you have to do is just take those news stories, try to find the most crazy ones, the most entertaining ones, turn them into a news story or a storytelling theme. This is called the story cell sequence, and it works really well in any situation with any niche that you'll enter. So, I mean, below this video, I actually have a diagram of the story cell sequence. And pretty much what you're doing is entertaining them. It covers the span of a month, pretty much. And you have to have some discipline to do this, but it will pay off, and you'll definitely earn an extra 4 figures per month from just sending emails to your list. And if you set it up in your autoresponder, you won't even have to worry about typing all the time. You can just do it in one hour block, 2 hour block, and you're done for the month. Because you want to keep these emails short and simple and just cover the story and get out of there. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. It's the story cell sequence. You pretty much get them on your list, tell them stories and news flashes about different things, and ask them their opinion, get them engaging, and then you'll tie in a product with the story that you most recently told. So you'll get a better understanding of this. Just download the actual diagram at the bottom of this video, and that's it. Make sure you're using the list, and don't get intimidated by the job of building your list. Now you have this list that Gary Bubble gracefully gave to us, so just make sure you use it right. That pretty much cover that, guys?
Yeah, that's it.